Thank you, Ms. Martin, for arranging this meeting with me today.
Well, Miss Napier, I'm always happy to hear from my staff. What did you want to discuss today?
Well, working with the kids, I've noticed that our curriculum is lacking in a certain area. The kids in my class are getting bored with the tried and true methods of learning, such as reading straight from the textbook and taking tests. It seems they're really eager to try out a more innovative method, especially technology, but those resources aren't readily available here at the school.
Well, that's a good point. But remember, Miss Napier, to implement such resources would cost a considerable amount, and we can't just do that simply because students want to. Just why do you think incorporating technology would be helpful to the school?
Well, the kids have grown up around technology. For some, it's what they're more comfortable with, as compared to conventional means of learning. It's relevant to them, and using it in education will make learning more relevant to them. Not to mention the fact that technology is so far-reaching, we can use it in practically any classroom, and different types of technology can be used for different steps of learning process. For content exploration, for assessment, for application. And we can use it differently for each student because it's so versatile. That could be extremely useful in teaching students with disabilities.
Interesting. But don't you think children like technology more for its entertainment purposes as opposed to using it for education? If we give them free rein, they might just abuse it.
Well, there will always be the troublemakers who take advantage of the benefits we give them, but I think ultimately the kids will be excited to have an interactive way of learning, and that's not the only benefit. Think of how much quicker the internet is in comparison to the old style of research methods.
But some of the resources on the internet aren't the valid type of sources we want the students to use.
Yes, but if we teach them how to properly research, if we direct them in the right type of sources, then I think overall technology could be beneficial to the students' schoolwork. And of course, the internet's not the only way to incorporate technology. There's so many different types of technological instruments that could be used in our math and science classes that will not only make learning more fun for students, but also immerse them in practices actual scientists and mathematicians engage in.
I see.
Ultimately, this technology will be more convenient, more relevant, and more interesting for the kids. We can appeal to their interests and also allow them to experience technology in its actual everyday use.
Well, you raised some good points. I agree technology could be useful, but at the same time, I don't think it should replace our traditional methods, and again, it's very expensive.
That's the great thing. It doesn't have to replace our old methods. The traditional and the modern can be intermingled. And as far as cost goes, I think if we were to rearrange our budget, you'd find it to be somewhat affordable.
Well, I'll definitely look into it and see if we can fit it into our budget. I think it's a very good idea, Miss Napier.
Thank you, Miss Martin. I hope you sincerely consider this proposal.